When it comes to real estate, most people have more questions than answers, especially now with loan modifications that can help you manage your mortgage payments. Chae duPont from the law firm of Morris duPont has the answers, and she wants to help you. We have a question, first of all, from Bernard in Tampa, Chae. Okay. And this is what he says. I have been given a sale date, and I was informed that there will be no further cancellations. Can I still apply for a modification?
Okay, so Bernard is in foreclosure and the foreclosure process is coming to an end. So now the court has given him a sale date when the house will be sold, and he's asking whether or not he can still get a loan modification. Well, Bernard, good news. I mean, you can always apply for a loan modification if your goal is to stay in your property and you haven't for some reason yet applied for a loan modification. Certainly you should be trying to apply for a loan modification, and you could possibly ask the court, even though they said there's not going to be any further delays, you can always do that Hail Mary pass and go ahead and ask the court and prove to the court that you have submitted a complete loan modification application. Now, the way that we normally do this, and believe me, you don't want to do it alone. You want to have foreclosure defense counsel doing this on your behalf. The reason why is because we'll contact opposing counsel. Opposing counsel will contact their client and show that, yes, they really do, Bernard really does have a loan modification application that's being properly reviewed. So if we can go into the court with opposing counsel and we jointly ask that the court delay the sale date, give him another 90 days for him to get that loan modification application processed and to possibly get into a trial modification, then we have that much more of a chance of getting the sale date delayed, because if opposing counsel is in agreement, the judge will very often agree to it.
So there's a chance Bernard may get to stay in his home?
You know, there's always a chance. I've even gotten people back in their home after a sale date because it takes 10 days for the certificate of title to transfer. And let's say at the sale date, the lender is the successful winner. So the property goes back to the lender. But in that 10-day period after the sale date, I've actually gotten the lender to hold off and agree to not take the title to the property and allow my client to submit a loan modification application. I'm not suggesting this, conduct for anyone. The sooner that you can, apply, the sooner you can contact competent legal counsel, the sooner that you can understand what your options are and explore all of those options, the better chances you're going to have, because as time goes on, your options become limited.
Right.
And I want you to have as many options as possible so that we can reach your goals.
Speaking of this sale date, is it usually sold back to the lender, or does it usually go to a bank? Who usually gets the home at that point?
You know, that's a good question. Statistically, it usually goes to an investor or someone who buys the property, but still, I would say at least 30–40% go back to the lender. So it becomes what's called REO, real estate owned, stands for that the lender has really not bought back the property, it's that their mortgage on the property is so high that they take the property back and they'll eventually sell it.
Okay, Bernard, there's some good news for you. Hopefully you'll be able to stay in that house. Chae duPont.
Call us
and
we'll try and help you.
Yes, and you can, of course, post your questions for Chae on the Daytime Facebook page, which is Daytime TV Show. Also learn more by visiting Chae's website, homemortgagelaw.com, and you can always contact the law firm of Morris duPont.